Well, we're hauling ass this time. Just kidding. I just remembered taxis exist. It's me. I'm taxis. Okay. Let's go to this taxi and I can get a whole lot closer to where I'm trying to get to. Ah. No. Not interruption. You're doing that here on purpose today, huh? Hello. Well. Ah. I'm pressing with Monster Hunter block button. Hello. Ooh, that's not great. Thought he was dead already. Is it trigger? Oh, it's bump. No, it's bumper. Damn it. I was wrong all fight long. Bad news. What is this? Oh, right, the ATM. Was this on the map when I opened the map a second ago? It might have blurred in with the save points. My pay should have come in by now. Oh. I'll send Morning Glory 5,000 yen for Izumo's Christmas present. Looks like I have enough to cover it. Should I send the 5,000 right now? Have a good Christmas, Izumi. Okay, first up is Izumi. That is so little money to send, isn't it? Hope this brings you some holiday cheer. In order of age next is Shiro. He's the same age as Izumi. Unlike the rest of the kids, he never liked playing outside. He was bullied in school for a while as well. But he learned how to stand up for himself and proved he could hold his own. He was also a big reader. I think I'll give him money for books. He liked books about space in particular, if I remember right. Something you don't come across would be often would be the best. Maybe an encyclopedia of constellations. That would go for around what? 5,000 yen? I'll send 5,000 yen to Shiro. This is so weird. It's sweet in a way, but like the intent is not going to come across at all. Just because, like, how would they know what to get? At no point is he mentioning, like, somehow giving a note to the transfer. It's just money's just arriving. That should keep your imagination filled with excitement and wonder. Mitsuo, Riona, and Eri, they're all the same age. I guess I'll start with Eri. Eri's probably the one at Morning Glory who took not having her parents the hardest. That might be why she tried so hard to fit in with the other kids at school. I think she finally learned that being herself is the best way to make friends. She's a survivor, right? I think she was into rabbit-themed collectibles. She had her heart set on getting a big rabbit plushie. It probably cost a lot, but I think 8,000 yen would do the trick. Okay, that's 3. Number 4 is Riona. Riona's probably the trendiest kid in Morning Glory. She likes fashion and talked about going to Tokyo one day. She always wore long sleeves to hide the burns she got as a kid. I wish I could be there for her until she comes to terms with it. She had her eyes set on a new pair of shoes at the local shopping district, I think. If I remember right, they were around 6,000 yen. Okay, I'll send 6,000 to Riona. It's really sweet how much he knows about all of them and cares about them all. Like, honestly, the orphanage is one of the best character traits that Kiryu has. But this is, I'm just so baffled by this quest. Alright, number 5 is Mitsuo. Mitsuo had a crush on Riona. I even helped him pick out some clothes to impress her. He's got a big heart, and I bet he'd be good for her. I hope things go well between the two of them. It's probably because of Riona that he's been more fashion curious, conscious. It'd be good to give him some money for clothes. Last time I only spent about 2,000 yen, but he's grown since then. He'll probably need a bit more. 6,000. You need advice on what to pick? Maybe I'd better not. Okay, and then there's just the eldest kids. Ayako, Taichi, and Koji. I guess I'll start with Koji. Koji's an active kid who's into soccer and baseball. He treats everyone equally and is a great example of everyone for everyone else at Morning Glory. I seem to remember him talking about a signature series glove he wanted. I think it costs about 10,000 yen. That's more than I gave the others, but it's no big deal. So as I expected, they're still showing pictures from the first game, I think, that they were in. But it's been like 2 or 3 or more years, maybe? So they should be older. Catch your dreams and don't let them slip, kid. Okay, that leaves Ayako and Taichi. I'll take care of Taichi first since he's younger. Taichi is still a bit of a rascal, unlike Koji, but he does act his age when it comes to looking after the younger kids. He loves pro wrestling and said he wanted to be a wrestler one day, but now he's talking about working straight out of junior high. I remember wearing a wrestling mask to cheer him up once. He's big into masked wrestlers ever since. Come to think of it, he mentioned wanting a replica mask once. You can get them for about 10,000 yen. I'll send 10,000 yen to Taichi. Knowing him, he'll tear around the house with that mask on. Last up is Ayako. She's the eldest of the kids in Morning Glory. I remember her being pretty quick on her feet. It was all I could do to keep up with her. Although she's quiet, precocious type, she actually seems pretty athletic. In junior high, she insisted on helping out at home instead of joining a club. We eventually convinced her to join the track team. I hear she's a long-distance runner now, and quite good at it. She's also caring and committed, but I worry she doesn't put herself first often enough. She needs to learn to take it easy sometimes. That's right. Her running shoes are practically falling apart. Okay, I'll send her money for shoes. A good pair is probably about 20,000 yen. So she gets way more than... She gets as much as like 5 other kids combined. There. May your new shoes carry you wherever you want to go in life. It's so loud. Then I just sent 10,000 in general. Now it's even more confusing, because I also sent them just money as a concept. Jan Yakisoba Koku sauce. Is it just sauce? Probably the other stuff too. Bean paste bun, give. I wish I could just get those just in general, fresh, anywhere. Anyway, I should have some of these. I should have healing items on hand. I think that's the end of that. He's just not sending anything to Haruka. Well, I sent money for all 8 kids. Probably just to feel better about myself, but still. Hey, Suzuki-san. Oh, Wada-san. Didn't see you there. Yep, just passing by. You sending money again? Yeah. I may be causing more harm than good, though. Who knows? Hard to say. I don't know much about your background. But what I do know, Suzuki-san, is you're a dedicated man. I can't imagine anyone complaining about that. I hope you're right. Of course I am. Now then, we drink. We're drinking? Oh, yes. This is one of the rare moments in our adult lives where we can take a step back and actually appreciate the responsibilities we have. Can't waste an opportunity like that. You may just have a point there. Okay, lead the way. No, there's trash. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. My score. Don't. You walked right into that pole. That's a scripted cutscene, and that pole was always going to be there. Oh, that was an off-screen drinking, apparently. I can go back for the trash now. And by back, I mean forward? I think it's over here. Yep. That was a slightly confusing teleport that happened. Bulky garbage. Use a large weapon against them. Let's go. And that's all I can afford. Alright, back to what I was doing. Oh, the objective all the way down there was to go to an ATM, but I went to this ATM, so that objective's gone now. Gotcha. Alright, well let's go find Ebusupon? Ebusupon? It's down there. Let's take the taxi to that one. I have inventory space to declutter and also a silver plate, which you sell for money. The plates in this game are just to be sold for money. That's their whole purpose. Because they're an extension of pachinko parlor stuff, I believe. Because gambling is basically illegal in Japan, but obviously it's just full of gambling, so they didn't do a very good job at making gambling illegal. I imagine there's like a fucking pachinko lobby that makes it constant, so that they constantly don't actually make gambling illegal correctly. So what they do is that you pay. I'll get something like wrong here. I'm sure I got an A, but you pay to get like tokens, and then you spend those tokens at gambling at the pachinko machines, and then if you have winnings, then you can redeem them at like a prize counter, like it's basically like a children's arcade, like where you exchange tickets for like toys, but then you take those prizes and you exchange them for money at a pawn shop, and like I'm pretty sure like the pawn shops are designed to like specifically exchange this item for this much money, like so you know when you get stuff, you know what it's worth and so on. It's not like, oh man, I wonder what I'll get for this. It's like, no, this is all to be sold. Its purpose is that, I believe. So I'm selling the bell, the alertness hood, the silver plate. The rubber ball might do something. Hercules gloves. There we go. Get rid of all that clutter. Did I keep that? Yeah, I should hold on to the Morning Glory scarf just in general. I have 2 Staminon Sparks. Seems a bit overkill. And I have a Staminon Royale. Yeah, these ones fill your heat and your health. So a Staminon Spark is just like a heal all. It's kind of absurd. I usually buy toughnesses because I mostly just need health, but it doesn't hurt to have Staminons because they top off both things a bit. So it's like, oh, I'm having trouble with this fight? Well, here's health and also a bit of heat that might make it so I can do a heat action right now. It's like a turn the fight around cheat code. I probably should have been buying Staminon instead of toughness, yeah. But toughness is the big healer. Alright, so I think it's time for the story. Since I haven't driven enough to have access to car upgrades yet. Yeah, there's a closer taxi. I'll have to put out feelers a bit on the taxi mechanic and see if it's something that is worth filming any of, or if it's just like a... Oopsie. Excellent hit B. Or if it's like a thing where I just like, it's just like, you just do a repetitive thing over and over again. Because then I could grind it out in my free time and then be like, hey, I'm a level billion taxi boy now, let's continue the story. But the downside there is I have other things I want to do in my free time. I'm trying to write my scripts for the future videos, but I'm also trying to practice drawing. But I've also got grinding to do in Monster Hunter right now, which, if things have gone as I planned, I think I'm currently uploading Monster Hunter once a week, so that Yakuza only has 3 videos a week, and then Monster Hunter gets 1 because I'm in the post game and I can't just upload them consistently because it's the part where you have to grind like 10 levels per episode. Or not, because the way the Monster Hunter post game works is that like you have like a rank and you have to grind it, and it often goes up like once per mission, but missions take like 20-30 minutes in that game. And so like and you unlock a new monster to fight every 10 levels. So I've got to do like 10 fights in a row. And then I do that monster, and it's like, well, that was only half of an episode because of how long the missions last. So it's not even like I do that 10 levels of grinding for one episode. I have to do 20 levels of grinding, and then I take the 2 30-minute recordings and splice them together into one episode, and then upload that eventually. So like, you know, just kind of a pain in the ass franchise to cover once you get to that part of the game. There's a reason why I never made it all the way to covering like the level 100 monsters that just are like, here's a huge stretch with no content along the way. But at the end there's some content. It's for people that grind all the time. It's a little early, but should I go to bed? Go to bed. Yeah, I should get some rest. I'm exhausted. Knowing these games, though, it's also possible that I might have just, like, skipped my one chance to do that part of the story until, like, the post-game. Because the, certain quests are only available at daytime or nighttime sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't become the other one again until it's, like, too late. That doesn't happen in the story. So there might be stuff I can't even do until, like, the post game or something. The implementation of story versus side stuff gets increasingly fraught. The plot unfolds. Is this... It is the orphanage. Oh, this is last year.
お前も来年は高校生。次の年には太一や浩二も中学を卒業する。もう大人の世話になる年でもないだろう。それにお前のために出ていくわけじゃない。俺もガキの世話に飽きていたところなんだ。
嘘。そんなの嘘よ。
嘘じゃない。俺は俺のためにここを出るんだ。お前の芸能界入りは関係ない。
それだけじゃないことは分かってる。いくらおじさんが嘘ついたって分かってるんだから。お金なんでしょ。パク社長がおじさんがここからいなくなることを条件に援助するって言ってきたんでしょ。ごめん。おじさんが気を使って嘘ついてくれてたのは分かってる。でも私には嘘ついてほしくなかったから。
太一がな、高校に行かないで働くと言うんだ。
え？
太一だけじゃない。綾子も浩二も。最近じゃ四郎までがそんなことを言い出してる。あいつらは自分が犠牲になってでもこの朝顔を守って、お前が成功して戻ってくる日を待つと言っている。
私の帰りを？
ああ、お前はあいつらの希望の星なんだ。 お前が歌手として成功し、またこの場所に戻ってくることがあいつらの望んでいる幸せだ。
みんな。
だがあいつらは犠牲を払うには幼すぎる。金がないという理由だけで自分の可能性を潰すような生き方を選ばせるわけにはいかない。
でもきっとみんなはそれでもおじさんと暮らしたいんだよ。私もそうだから。
ありがとうな。でもここが潮時だ。俺らにだっていつの日か離れ離れになる日が来るんだからな。だから俺はここを去る。お前や朝顔のみんなのことを愛しているから。
おじさん。
Wait. I said go to the place to place Kiryu's side story? I came and went so fast. What was that? Memos? Talk to the receptionist at Nagasu Taxi Code to play Kiryu's taxi driver side story. Oh yeah. Say customize your taxi and so on. They're talking about that whole campaign. Gotcha. It just came and went really fast and it was hard to read. So Haruka's going off to get into show business and Kiryu is then... Everybody is like, then we're all gonna get jobs to take care of that. And like, you know, the fuck you will, bunch of children. I'm getting a job. And so he goes off and gets a job and that's why he's sending them all money, but he's gone. Mixed feelings, because he did kind of like... I mean, he's technically taking care of them, but he kind of like re-orphaned a bunch of orphans. Like, they're alone for a year. Like, he's just gone. So now we know finally why he wasn't sending money back to Haruka, which seemed very strange. It's like, what do you mean you're not sending money back to Haruka? What do you want? Found you, Suzuki-san. You're the taxi driver who thinks he can take on the devil killers, ain't ya? We eat chumps like you for breakfast. You better stop sticking your neck out or it's gonna get chopped off. Is this the side story? There was a question mark. Hopefully it doesn't lead me into like an unbeatable mission because I don't have enough like driver level. I continue to have mixed feelings about the fact that when you grab somebody, you're probably hitting the attack button already because you were fighting, and so your character immediately wastes grapple time by doing a weird attack at nobody. Well, instead of just when you're trying to pivot to mashing A, but it keeps an input that you already put in basically, and you just punch somewhere. I'm like, no, please, it's not what we're doing now. Alright, I've had enough. I won't be hassling you again. Was this not a quest? This is just a guy hanging out outside my house? I think I might have to go back up to my room? Is that what the quest is? Maybe. Hello? Is anyone home? I thought I'd come by to greet my new neighbor. Someone move in next door. Okay. Oh, hello there. I'm with the Nagasu Times. I'd like to offer you a great deal on a newspaper subscription. Fuck. What? I thought you were here because you moved in. Nope, you just moved in, right? So I came to welcome you to the neighborhood. I've been living here 6 months. Oh, you have? Huh, I didn't know that. I thought you must be a new resident. In any case, I'd be more than happy to get you signed up with our paper. How about I give you a free trial for the first month? Cancellation fees may still apply. You... So you're actually selling newspapers, and you use that moving in line to get people to open the door? Hey, don't make it sound like I'm a criminal. I did say hi, didn't I? Now, all I need is your signature, and we'll be waking up that fresh newspaper smell in no time. No. Try that scheme on someone else. Oh, but it's not that easy, you know. Well, with the proliferation of the internet and all, nobody reads the paper anymore. The medium's in danger of dying, Fred. Now you just write the same stuff but on the internet. Our goal at the Nagasu Times is to support more local news. So it'd really help your community if you decide to join the cause. Besides, all your neighbors said yes. Oh, wow. These fucking tactics. For a second there, I'm almost on your side because actually, internet media is bad, and writing stuff for clicks and headlines is bad, and it has very bad effects on journalism in general and what people actually do. There was bad elements to newspapers and magazines too, but at the end of the day, the entire newspaper and magazine had to be full of stuff. So just because there was an eye-catching, sensationalist thing on the cover or the front page didn't necessarily mean that the whole thing was bad. Like, you could do a lot more good stuff on the other pages, and people actually got to do more work. And there's still elements of that. Like, there's still genuine journalism here and there, but you often have to like package it up in like a podcast or something to turn it into like a series. In order to like fund the whole thing, you have to like turn it into like a narrative in a platform that people will consume, and it's becoming more and more of just kind of a problem for a lot of things. But then you're doing this fucking like, don't you want to be like Community? He's doing like these fucking like manipulative comments that make me hate him. Don't be a sore thumb, come on. Is there any way I can get you to reconsider? Must be tough, huh? I'm glad you can see this from our point of view. So, shall we work on your subscription? What? I didn't say I'd subscribe, I just said it must be tough on you. Well, shit, you could have been a bit more clear about that. Are you going to make a fool out of me? Or trying to make a fool out of me? That's no way to talk to a customer. Don't go getting on your high horse with me. You'd better subscribe if you want to be treated like a customer. Now you're threatening me to get subscriptions? Some salesman you are. I'm not threatening anybody. You think I'm some sort of scam artist? You better apologize to me right now. Do it. I'm calling the cops. You good with that? Are you stupid or something? The police have far better things to do than make house calls on some trumped up charges. Sheesh. I'm on the clock here, you know. You can forget about that generous offer now, pal. What I want instead is compensation for wasting my time. You business-obstructing bumblefuck. Better pay up or else. I've had it up to here with you. Huh? What are you gonna do then? You don't think I can take your ass out? That's it. I'm through dicking around. Step outside and we'll settle this the hard way. I wonder what you have in mind. I mean, I'm gonna cut the sales pitch and give your face a tune-up. You're dead meat now. This was a normal interaction. Threatening men. I like how it's always plural. Are you even a newspaper salesman? I'm not sure if I believe you. Are you ex-Yakuza or something? Because you sell newspapers the way that other people sell protection. Okay, my bad. Give me a break just this once. I promise not to bother you again. Never, ever. I bet you've caught tons of people with those pushy, thoughtless sales tactics, haven't you? Oh no, sir, not at all. We better stop the sales pitch altogether. If I hear you've been at it again, you'll have me to answer to, got that? Yep, got it. Won't do it again, honest to goodness. Here, why don't you take this? Hopefully it'll make up for my inexcusable and completely uncharacteristic behavior. High-grade platinum, just a thing you have on hand? What are you, from a construction company? Really, I'm sorry as sorry can be. If you'll... I'll just see myself out now. Have a nice day. We're already outside, sir. I just got an achievement called Substory Baby, which is just a strange thing to call the achievement for hitting probably 10 substories or something. Yep, 10. Substory baby. Motherfucker. Are your clothes bright enough yet? He's got a little evil mask. Oh wow, he's the only one dressed like that. I mean, good for you then. Ow. Fine, I'll throw him. Ah, he's hard to do that too. Ow! Oh, I got grabbed. Check out this dude I found on Grindr. I got a silver plate in my hands. Alright, I don't see any question marks, except for the one that's undoable, kind of. It doesn't seem much faster to take any of the taxis, so I guess I'll just book it. Time to get back on that story. That dude threatened me for not subscribing to his subscription service. There we go. Force? He threatened me with force. That's a hell of a thing. It's like, I mean, that would probably get some people, because you're just like not prepared for such an escalation that you started appeasing people. Also, criminal behavior will go pretty badly for you pretty quickly after the initial results. Oh. Don't notice me! Ah, fuck. They're waiting for me at work. Oh, was he alone? That was the whole fight? He did a bad job. You didn't even have dudes this time, it was just you. Any trash around here? Nope. I guess this is Trash Collector HQ, so we got it sorted. Oh, Suzuki-san. Just who I wanted to see. Good morning, Hirakawa-san. What can I do for you? We had an urgent pickup request come in. Would you be able to take care of it? Sure, no problem. They're waiting at Nagasu Bridge. Drive safely. My pink pips are full now, to indicate that I have progressed to that extent now.
Oi, Un-chan! わしらタクシーの芸者を頼んだもんやけど。
はい、お待ちしておりました。流すタクシーです。
そんなんはええから早乗せんかい。
すいません。どうぞ。
博多駅まで大至急頼むわ。
了解しました。
しか
しえらいことなりよったで。本部の使いで福岡までやってきて、せっかくやから長洲街で遊ぼう思とったのにとんぼ帰りやないか。
ほんまにただの事故やったんですかね。
さあな。ああ、もっと飛ばさんかい。
わかりました。
頼んだで、ほんま。
お客さん、そんなに急いで何かあったんですか？
ちょっとうちの偉いさんが事故で亡くなってしもてな。それで通夜のために大阪戻るんや。
ひょっとして新聞に載ってた名古屋の件ですか？
せや。なんや、うちだけやのうて登場界の人間も事故ったらしいが。
え？登場界もってどういうことですか？
新聞にはそこまで書いてへんかったんか。名古屋の交通事故2件あったんや。同じ日にうちの偉いさんとは別の場所でもう1件登場界の人間が死んだ事故があったっちゅう話や。
ほんま偶然にしちゃできすぎですわ。
7代目も早う跡目を示してくれったらええのに。
もうそれも無理なんとっちゃいます。末期がんなんでしたろ。ここんとこずっと面会したですや聞きましたし。
このまま7代目が亡くなるようなことになれば面倒なことになるで。
跡目巡って組み割った内部構想ですか？
アホ、そんなんしたら向こうの覚うツボやないけ。跡目不在の場合、直参団体組長全員の総意で8代目が決まることになる。とどのつまり派閥が大きい方が跡目や。
派閥いうと渡瀬組と大阪工業、高知組の三大派閥ですか？
せや。本家の若頭の渡瀬は今じゃ一番の武闘派で、島の広さ、参加組織の数では近江最大じゃ。一方、蒼天堀を仕切る本部長が莫大な上がりで全体への影響力も大きい。高知の親分がのうなった今、どっちに転んでもおかしないで。
This would be very weird to be asking questions about this, I feel like.
これから直参組長の票を集めるために相当な金が動くっちゅうわけですか。
金だけで済めばええけどな。近江のトップに立つっちゅうことは日本の極道のトップに立つっちゅうことでもある。そのためには金だけやない。跡目にふさわしい功績もあげんとあかんやろ。
宝石？なんです？
例えば登場界の大物を取るとかやな。
ああ、それって6代目の堂島とか大幹部の真島の首っちゅうことですか？確かにそないなことできたら近江の力は決定的なもんになる。トップに立つ資格も十分ですわ。
まあ例えばの話や。本気にすんなや。まあ何にせよわしらのようなただの兵隊には迷惑なだけの話や。
ほんまですな。早くごたごたが収まればええんですが。
おい、まだつかんのかい。
もうすぐです。少々お待ちください。
ちんたら走り寄ってからに。
Sir, we're driving in a straight line forever.
登場会、それに大悟、俺にはもう関係のない話だ。
Welcome back, Suzuki-san. You've been gone for quite a while. Well, I did have a long-distance passenger. Oh, lucky you. Then I assume you're finished for the day. We still have some calls to take care of, so let me know if you're interested. Will do. He has a bizarrely optional job. Like, he can just, like, be like, bye. I guess it's just this overworking culture. It's like, well, you're done. Boy, you could work more forever. That was a hell of a drive. Hold on. We just want to ask a few questions. Yeah, right. I know what you Tojo snakes are up to. You're trying to pin the fact that your chairman went missing on us, and use that as an excuse to steal our turf. You want to say that again, asshole? Aizawa, calm down. But Aniki, aggravating things with the Yamagasa helps nobody. You'll have to excuse my partner here. He's a bit quick to fly off the handle. Aniki, you're just gonna let this guy walk after what he said? I knew something like this would happen. Us regular old Yamagasa boys were against this alliance from the get-go. What? Look, pal, I don't know how you're running things up in Tokyo, but don't go thinking you're the star of the show here in Fukuoka. Yes, we understand that. But is there any way you can let this slide? I assure you I'll discipline my friend here accordingly for the way he's treated you. Yeah. No way, you ain't getting off that easy. I'm gonna go report this right now. Ugh. Hey, get back here! Stop it, Aizawa. You've done more than enough already. Now come, we need to keep looking for the chairman. Fine. Like I really need to learn how to control his temper. I could hear him from here somehow. Like, look how fucking far away we are. The implication being that everyone could hear that somehow at that distance. That's impressive, honestly. Was that... The taxi kind of leads there, but not really. Not a lot of sub-stories showing up this chapter, but maybe I haven't hit the proper part of this chapter yet. Although sometimes you can't continue any sub-stories for like a couple chapters at a time, as you get kind of locked in. So I guess we'll see. We'll head up from here. Garbage! Garbage day! Okay. Slightly worried that I'll find out that like a huge percentage of the side quests require you to progress the driving thing. Maybe. They might have to wait for the post-game. I'm already busy grinding a completely other thing. Is it here? Oh, I guess I'm just going home again. I guess the day's just over. That was my day. Just a normal day of getting threatened by newspaper salesmen and fighting the Yakuza. Or, I mean, spying on the Yakuza.
Ah, おかえり。
また来てたのか。
うん。今日は夕方までのシフトだったからね。
お前も自分の生活があるだろう。俺のことはほっといてくれていいんだぞ。
またその話？ねえ、私が来るのって迷惑？
いや、そうじゃない。いろいろと世話をしてもらって助かってるさ。
They've got two toothbrushes.
じゃあなんでそんなこと言うの？まさか他に好きな人ができたとか。
いや待て、そんなわけないだろう。
だっておかしいじゃない、急にそんなこと言うなんて。
別におかしくはないさ。むしろ恋人同士でもないのに、半同棲みたいにしている今の方が不思議だろ
う。だったら恋人同士になればいいんじゃない？私はいつでもいいけど。
すまない。今はまだ。
今はまだってことは期待して待ってていいのね。
なあ、まゆみ。
何？
お前、家族はいないのか？
何の話？
いや、そういえばそういう話今までしなかったからな。
両親とももういないわ。もうずっと前のことよ。
そうか、すまなかったな。
うん、気にしないで。さあ、この話はこれぐらいにしてご飯にしようか。
ああ。
What is the age difference here? Like 20 years? Kiryu's like 50, right? We're doing this again. Onions! Reminds me of the bread from last game. I love how they just hyper obsess over details of like one thing sometimes.
はーい。
おいまゆみ、勝手に出るな。俺が出るから。どうした？
助けてもらえませんか？いや、鈴木さん。
お前らどうしてここに？
事情は後で説明します。それより兄貴、森永の兄貴の治療をさせてもらえませんか？
すいません。鈴木さんには迷惑かけるなってこいつに言ったんですが。
兄貴、しっかりしてください。兄貴。申し訳ありませんでした。病院にも行くわけにいかず、他に頼れる人間もいなかったので、鈴木さんの家に。
どうして俺の家が分かった？
実は会長を乗せた車の運転手が鈴木太一って名前だと分かった後、本家経由で福岡市内の不動産関連情報を流してもらっていたんです。鈴木太一という名義で賃貸契約をしていたのはあのアパート1軒でしたので、すぐに分かりました。
そうだったのか。じゃあどうして今まで家に来なかったんだ？
森永の兄貴の配慮です。自分たちも登場界の大門を背負っている以上、筋は通すべきだと。
だから会社で俺の帰りを待っていたということか。
はい。森永の兄貴は何よりも極道としての筋を通す方なので。
それで何があったんだ？あの傷からしてただの喧嘩ってわけでもなさそうだが。
山笠組の跳ねっ返りにいきなり襲われたんです。
山笠組に？
堂島会長と山笠組の斑目組長の会合以来、町じゃ山笠組の連中が登場会を襲う事件が頻発してまして、もう10人近い組員がその餌食に。
どうしてそんなことが？杯の話は問題なく進んでいると言っていたじゃないか。
それはあくまで上の話。山笠組の下っ端連中は登場会が福岡に来たこと自体よく思ってないようです。
そうか。でもどうして俺の家に？登場会の連中に助けを求めればいいだろう。
そんなことはできません。
どうしてだ？
俺らは会長の護衛役です。会長が行方不明になった今、その責任は全部森永の兄貴です。仮に会長が見つかったとしてもけじめは取らされるでしょう。ましてやそんな状況で不意打ちとはいえ山笠組の連中に襲われたなんてことがバレたら、森永の兄貴はどんな目に遭うか。
起きちまったことは仕方がないだろう。
仕方ないなんて理屈、青山組長には絶対に通用しません。心象筆罰徹底した方ですから。
極道組織は会社じゃない。管理徹底よりも大事なもんがあるはずだろう。
おっしゃることはわかります。でも青山組長のその厳しさがあるからこそ、今登場界は一枚岩と慣れているのも事実です。 裏切りや命令違反を犯した組員に対して青山組長は容赦しません。実際三代目時代からの名跡であっても不祥事があれば排斥となってます。その代わり忠誠を誓い結果を残した組は次々と直系昇格させています。ドライなやり方だと思われるかもしれませんが、その分かりやすさが若返りした組員たちの士気を高めているんです。
若返りか。確かに俺もあの頃の仲間たちも皆時代遅れの人間になっちまったのかもしれないな。
登場会。あ、お帰りなさい。
ああ、真由美。悪いんだが今日は家に戻ってもらえるか。
でも
こいつら俺の昔の友人の知り合いなんだ。ちょっと男同士積もる話もあるんでな。頼む。
分かった。
状況は分かった。だが俺は本当に大悟の居場所を知らないんだ。
4代目だってことやっと認めてくれましたね。
もう騙し合いは終わりだ。それより本当に大悟の足取りは分からないのか。
ええ、桐生さんの車を降りた後ホテルに戻った形跡も他のタクシーに乗ったという情報もありません。
どこかに隠れているという可能性は。
そんなことをする理由がありません。
なら可能性は一つか。
ええ、拉致されたと考えるのが自然だと思います。
犯人は山笠組か。
可能性はあります。下の方の連中は杯のことよく思ってないようですからね。
でもなんか引っかかりませんか？
何がで？
だっていくらそう思ってたとしても堂島会長は山笠組本家の客人ですよね。俺ら下っ端の組員とは喧嘩になるようなことはあっても組長の客人を襲うなんてことをするでしょうか？
確かにな。山笠組の下っ端連中にそんな度胸があるとは思えない。
じゃあ一体誰が？俺の電話だ。あいつはジャケットから携帯取ってくれ。
はい。
はい、森永です。はいなんですって。はい、今すぐ戻ります。はい、失礼します。
どうしたんすか兄貴？
青山組長が会長代行に就任するらしい。
会長代行？でもまだ堂島会長がいなくなってから2日しか経ってませんよ。なのにどうして？
それだけ本家が山笠組との杯を焦っているということだろう。
くそ、 納得いかねえ。
0時過ぎから説明があるそうだ。今すぐホテルに戻ろう。お世話になりました、4代目。
役に立てなくて悪かったな。
いえ、4代目が堂島会長を見捨てたわけじゃないということが分かっただけでも十分です。
気をつけろよ。
はい、それじゃあ。そうだ、桐生さんに一つ伝えておいた方が良いことが。
なんだ。
あの女性、真由美さんでしたっけ。あの女にはお気づきでしたか。それじゃあ。
It's getting pretty late. These guys. So they have a pretty bad discipline problem if their higher-ups are having a good negotiation, apparently, but the lower down people are just starting a war, essentially. It's okay. They said there's only 500 people in that clan. Kiryu, you can take all of them. Let's just fucking go. Let's just get this out of the way right now. Let's take a nap. By which I mean sleeping. Sleep. The next day. I'm on the late shift today. It's about time to head in. When is the late shift? Let's put the scarf away before it gets in my way. Actually, I guess this is where we should stop for the day. Just save it like that. There we go. Still think here you can take them all. We got this. It's easy.